Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at CRO coin, seeing kind of what's going on. It's changed a little bit since we last looked at this here. So we'll draw some new fibs here and kind of double check a few things. We are still holding above this ascending trend. It's not fantastic or strong by any stretch, but it's definitely still present. If we take a look here at the daily, we can see that we're running concurrent with the 20-day SMA, also a good sign. So even if we do lose this shorter term trend line, we do still have a few other moving averages to rely on. So again, definitely not dire straits by any stretch, but we want to kind of double check a few key factors here. We are diverging on the MACD. This is typically a bearish sign. I don't like to see this. So just heads up, this is something we want to be mindful of. It could be the beginning of a potential downtrend. Okay, again, just so you know, just one indicator and one time frame doesn't mean we're just the sky is falling. Okay, it just means that we want to take that in consideration, recognize that that is a shift in momentum, a shift in mindset, and with us kind of attempting to lose this support, trend line, could imply we have some downside to go. Okay, so just be mindful of that, be ready for it. Quickly to note as well, thank you so much to my community members for the wonderful feedback I'm receiving for our community group here. We took some phenomenal scalps here from BNB here recently. Took some nice longs when we saw that scalp, the price jump up a good solid percent earlier today. So good job on that. And also if you want to get to a newer exchange, a nice exchange that actually works very, very well and actually has some really good benefit rewards, use my link down below. No VPN, no KYC required for Bitunix. Okay, I do have an instructional video, a link down below if you're curious about that as well. Just like to make sure to mention that because some folks keep asking me, hey, what kind of exchange do you use? That is my favorite exchange, honestly. They are fantastic. I'm a Bitget fan, don't get me wrong, but US and Canada, UK, a handful of other countries got ripped hard with KYC earlier. So it really sucks to see that. Okay, so we've summarized here that the daily time frame is tentatively bullish. I like to say that because that could change, all right? Take a look at the 4-hour though. We're testing the 20 and the 50-day simple moving average. That's usually a place where I don't like to take entry because the price is too compressed, and I don't love trying to take a long or a short. It seems like gambling, okay? We want to look at some other factors, of course, but we are due for a lower low here, essentially, based on Elliott Wave. That's not a guarantee, of course. It's just a larger statistical probability with us hitting our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. 3 higher highs and 2 higher lows. We're due for 2 lower lows and 1 lower high, okay? And we've already hit our lower low and our lower high. Likelihood of this exact level is low, but the likelihood of the price action dropping below this level is high, okay? In other words, it never always goes exactly to 1.618, but it does typically create a lower low, lower than the most recent, okay? So it does imply we could see a correction lower than 78 cents, roughly in the 65 to 80 cent range. That's a possibility. Okay, again, I'm not saying it's a probability, just letting you know it's a possibility. The reason why that's a possibility here is because we keep maintaining right at 50 on the RSI, and money flow index is coming down. Money coming away from this coin, lower volume, implies the price action should pull back. Okay, same thing here as well with the MACD. We're diverging here as well. So truth is the 4-hour time frame does not look great. I don't really like what I see here so far. If Bitcoin doesn't break 38,000, I think we might see a correction down from CRO. Okay, so a lot of reasons why a short might be a better consideration than a long here for this coin. Take a look here at the hourly. Let's quickly note a very last thing here. This is going to be somewhat, I wouldn't say conflicting, but typically when you're range bound like this, when you take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, it doesn't give you a lot of certainty in either direction. Kind of lets us know that we're just compressing just like Bollinger Bands, and we're due for a correction soon. So my money, based on what we've seen here so far, being kind of on the edge of disaster, I think we're going to probably see the price action pull back a little more aggressively here soon than it would to increase. Now, we did skip over liquidity and fair value gaps. I do want to kind of note this as well because this is relevant. We are right in the middle of 2 fair value gaps, okay? So almost smack dab in the middle. We got one fair value gap here, and then correction, I misspoke. These are liquidity levels. Fairly similar, but liquidity is more often swept than fair value. So the truth here is that if the price comes down to just say 80 cents, or 86, that would be a case in point where you may want to consider taking entry there for a long. And obviously the price comes up here, you want to consider a short. Okay? Again, when the price is right in the middle like that, for me, I really don't like to take a trade, especially when the price compresses like this. So I'm kind of just at this indecisive moment until the price action moves in either direction. But what typically happens is when the liquidity level is swept, the price will pull back to recover to the other side. Okay? And the inverse as well. Comes down here, hypothetically we see something like that. It's not going to be an exact line, but you can kind of see here previously, this is what happened. Price comes up, comes on down, creates more liquidity, and continues to jump within these ranges. So again, my decision right now is to not trade, and keep in mind, good traders look for reasons not to trade, and I would recommend maybe considering staying on the sidelines for this one for the moment until things look a little bit more appropriate. But generally speaking, there are more signs pointing down than up at this point, and I think we just need to recognize that. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. Hope you made a good learning experience here. And obviously, again, jumping over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, jump on over to our Bitunix link down below for the exclusive rewards there. And thanks again, Bitunix, for a phenomenal opportunity for our members to benefit from no KYC or no VPN. Thank you. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.